How did you know McCarver had information on the American?
I'm not sure I follow.
Keller started grilling me on 7th Wave. I told him what I knew.
And what was that?
Rumors mostly. There was talk of an American running training camps in Afghanistan, freelance guerrilla group in the Philippines with an American advisor. You know, stories like that.
And you believed them?
Not at first. But then the blanks started filling in.
What blanks?
Operation Cleopatra. The first time I heard the name William Lennox was when I was posted in Langley. Lennox was a wet work specialist. S4 assassin. Cleopatra was meant to prevent the terrorist bombing in the center of Cairo. It was a disaster. The bomb exploded, killed a lot of people, including Lennox. At least that's what Division thought. 3 months later, he turned up in Moscow. 2 weeks after in Seoul. Then Belgrade, Belfast, London. Always one step ahead.
And you think Lennox is connected to 7th Wave?
Connected? He started the whole thing.
McCarver was brought in yesterday. So how did you know she had info on the American?
Sergeant Solomon was in her unit. He tipped me off. Coincidence, that's all.
I don't believe in coincidence. What was your brief on the next stop?
McCarver wanted an access of advance from the east. Plan was to cross the cemetery on the edge of Naszran and then hit the steel plant on the far side. We were less than a click away when we got hit.
Alright, so we're doing a third mission. And this one was by far my most frustrating one yet, due to the amount of bugging out that my controller has been doing and the amount of times I've died here. But, the video is not really meant to show you my fails or the amount of bullshit there. It was more or less meant to show you that I'm just here to play these missions. To show you guys that I can actually get shit done the way you would expect me to anyway. So here I just basically get tagged and bagged while still walking about by snipers. Yeah, there was the first shot. And then there was the second one. He missed the third one. But I managed to get his ass. Because, you know, grenade launcher beats fucking sniper rifles for days. And this guy just got dropped on his ass. So, and I don't even know what the hell happened. He'd just be hanging there. He's just chilling there for no reason like a dumbass. So yeah, here I get to do a little bit of sniping. Which, I don't know about you guys, but I always enjoy sniping in, video games. I always like doing long range killing. I don't know. Just something about it feels very satisfying. It's like, it's like hunting the world's most dangerous game kind of thing. It's fun stuff. And I missed my first shot like a dumbass. But I managed to get him on this one. And he flopped like a fish, man. It was so ugly. So I got him in this one. So yeah, it was pretty snipe happy at that period. You know, of course, I could have just gone down there and just, you know, Rambo everything, but I like to show my versatility with all the armaments that the game's got to show you, that the game has to offer. So it ain't just all blowing stuff up, and I just, you know, pop off my scope and just, you know, just see if I could blast him, like no scope style, sort of, and that takes a bit of skill to do. You know, and no, this is not quick scoping or any of that horse shit, because, you know, getting in the scope there, it takes a little bit longer of getting in and out of the scope than it is to just, you know, snap in. See you would your Call of Duty, but this ain't Call of Duty, man. This is like one of those hardlining, you know, FPS games out there that you just cause lots of fucking chaos and be happy about it, and everybody wins. Now, I don't know if this was even realistic back then, like in real life, but the sniper rifle that I'm holding is the Walther 2000. This I know because I've, you know, seen it in many games before where you get to use it. I don't know if it ever really held 5 rounds, and, you know, this motherfucker, you know, can one-hit kill just about anything it traces its bullets at, which is funny because it fires a 7.62 millimeter round. And here I just popped this guy's melon off. Like, literally, his fucking Jason mask be flying. And then the other one goes, bye. No, whatever. Then I do another off the scope. But yeah, it's a pretty lovely looking weapon. I don't know, silver weapons are pretty damn sexy. Give a very lovely aesthetical taste. And of course the magical power is unlimited bullets. I'm not complaining. You know, more to go dock off of. But anyway. Then, you know, and there are more times than not I even try and just go show off mode from time to time, but what the hell. Then I take care of this blackmail thing. Whatever. Narcissist, you know, some shit. I don't know. 4 more objectives to go. And then of course I go lousy shooting and then just pop this guy's helmet off.
Enemy down.
Now, there's some dudes up there by that bell tower with all those fucking woods. So I just, you know, fire that shit and wow, there goes the bell. You know, I always enjoyed that shit. I always enjoyed, like, that kind of attention to detail that's been done in the game, despite some of its shortcomings. Like, you know, this kind of horseshit where it takes almost half if not almost a third quarter of your entire fucking clip to, you know, waste it, dude. Like, ugh, just stupid. Anyway, that being passed off of, I'm progressing. You know, usual heyday. Here I would have just, you know, fired one shot at the one dude, but then I would have missed, like, the other mission. I mean, I would have been downright frustrated as hell. So that guy gets dropped. And I just popped this dude's helmet off. Yeah, did I ever mention I just fucking love sniping? Watch this. Wow! He just got dropped. He just like fell back. He's like, you little pussy. Anyway. Yeah, so there's been plenty of sniping opportunities in this mission here, but I enjoy it a lot. I don't know. It's a whole lot of degree of enjoyment, I should add. And here I just, you know, went just fucking full retard here and just got dropped because I wasn't really that smart. So yeah, you know, even the talented players can make some really dumbass decisions and dumbass moves if they're not being fucking careful, and I learned my lesson there. You know, so that's probably the first of many deaths, which wasn't really a big deal. You know, and wow, right in the ass. You know, I would have loved an animation where he would have just, you know, grabbed his ass where the bullet just met him. But, yeah, can't always get what you want. And here I try to take advantage of using the Walther 2000 because it's so goddamn sexy. And I missed, and I was very pissed off. So I was like, fuck this shit. So, you know, whatever, man. Like I said, no one's perfect, you know. Practice makes proficiency, not perfect. So keep that in mind. And like I said, just look. Like, almost the entire clip just gone. And it's just like, wow, these guys soaking up that many rounds. It's just retarded. Even the M249, which I know is in this game, these guys will, you know, still fucking act like a bunch of bullet sponges. It's retarded. So, I just basically start picking off punk bastards one by one. because that's the fun stuff. And I'm just getting shot all over. Meanwhile, McCarver Farts McGeezax over here is just fucking standing here like a complete bitch. You know, telling me to do this and that and that and that, or she's got this and that, but she ain't do shit. So anyway, but that's okay, because, you know, these guys are just a bunch of worthless sacks. You know, so I'm just proving my own mettle, like always. Oh yeah, running low on ammo, you ain't doing shit. You know, meanwhile, I'm up here dying and just, you know, fucking, like, well, she at least killed somebody, so I can't complain. But you see here, I'm almost about ready to just get dropped on the floor again. But yeah. There's this one guy here. And yeah, I wanted to make sure, and he gets dropped. But, that was a good one. Another thing I liked, too, is whenever they're hanging by the ledge or something like that, they'll usually, like, hang on to the ledge for dear life. Like, they didn't want to get dropped on, which is funny. I don't even know what the hell happened there. You know, it was like, fuck this. So anyway. So yeah, and then of course, you go up and take the next one here. And, that sort of stuff be happening. I don't even know what the fuck this bridge is there for. But, it's there, so whatever. Like I said, I'm almost about ready to be dropped to the ground soon. So I'm trying the best I can to avoid getting killed again, to, you know, save all the frustration, because it's just one of those things that you're just trying your hardest to avoid another one, to have a rage episode, I should say, because I've had my share of many. Of course, it occurs more through the harder games, but not that this game is hard at all. It's just, you know, there are times that the amount of bullshit is so incredible that I just wonder what the fuck, you know. But anyway, I digress. I'm in the other sniping position, and this one guy's just, you know, just sitting there looking pretty, and he just gets fucking dropped. So yeah. And this guy, I just fucking poked his ass out, so, yeah. He's like, you can't be safe, bitch. This one gets wasted. And once again, on another fucking, near-death experience here, you know, I get a lot of those all the time. So it's like, you know, if I'm gonna go down, you're just gonna come with me. So, you know, and also I would have expected the bullet to go right through the tombstone and then right to the target, but yeah, that didn't happen. And then I picked this one off, and, you know, I was like, oh shit, I just killed a fucking moving target. Yay! Rare things that happen. Then another one. Wow! It's like perfect timing. It's like you were waiting for it to happen. But the third one didn't happen, so I was like, fuck. But yeah, those sort of things that, you know, happen just like, I don't know, whatever. And then this guy just gets, bloop! And it kind of somewhat ended it, and I was like, aww. You know, I wanted more stuff to blow up, you know, whatever. Things that make me happy. Sniping, blowing shit up, I don't know, fighting in general, really. Just, puts a smile on my face. And I know there's a hidden weapon there and another, whatever, and it never really just enters the brain as to how these two were just standing there, you know, just fucking minding their own goddamn business while all the fucking intense firefighting and explosions were going on. And I'm just like, what the blasted hell are these two doing? And I pick up the M203, but I didn't even bother because I already got an M203 on this bad boy. Because, you know, fucking bullets and explosions, you know, combined in one, making a powerful baby. They'll just be, you know, giving you mind-blowing orgasms. But anyway. And then this guy, you know, just pops out like a fucking gopher. And I was expecting to get one, but nope. Well, at least I got one. The other one was just dropped off his nutsack. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I'm going spam happy on this shit. Because you never know. This shit may as well save you just as much as it might kill you. You know, I probably might prefer the former, but, you know. Plus, it makes awesome entrances, so it's a win-win. And since I have one more secondary objective to complete, which is not a problem. You always never know when to complete another secondary objective, even though you've already, like, gone past the limit. Like I said, better safe than sorry, you know. And so, and here I always just go the wrong way. I don't even know why, but yeah, I don't know, it's just some weird shit. And you know, another thing that really occurred to me with such humor is how the hell did this weapon manage to get 95 rounds? I don't know. The things in this game tend to baffle me, and it's just odd. And just amazing fireworks. Who's sending that guy flying? That one wasn't flying at all until now, and he just fucking landed on his face. Yeah. So here is where this segment here alone has caused me an insurmountable loads of frustration and anger combined with the amount of auto pausing, because it's just bullshit, you know. But thankfully that's not the case, because you know that problem should be fixed by now. But yeah, as you can well, I don't know if you can really tell, but right, or see, but I was getting a little bit more aggressive or a little more irritated, because it was just like, you know, why kind of thing, and just one of these things. And you know, of course, I'm just wondering why the fuck would you use a goddamn sniper rifle when you got this bad boy? This guy's just trying, but he failed. He gets blasted to oblivion. So, and yeah, I love those glass to be breaking. So beautiful. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure you just get those kind of feelings where you're just downright frustrated, and you know, you're just you then start to get a little more aggressive. And that right there, I could have just dipped and dodged, but I ain't got that kind of ability to do it in black, which is really sad. Like I said, man, you gotta learn to spam that motherfucker, because you never know, man. Everyone keeps lurking around the corner like a bunch of fat gophers, waiting to, you know, play some dig dug with your ass. So, and you know, thank the gods, fucking McCarver did something at least, cause I would have just had a bitch fit there. I mean, there was more than one occasion where I was just about ready to fucking rage quit and say, fuck this shit. But then I'm like, no, I can't fucking do it. I will not succumb to the pressure of being a little bitch and then you just putting the game down and never touching that shit again. Like, you know, no, I ain't like that. Because I got the will of a warrior, and I know when to finish strong. You always got to finish strong in order to just make do with it. So, and that fireworks from long range was just very sexy. And this guy, he thinks he could get the drop on me, but dumb bastard. But anyway, thankfully I picked up a first aid kit, which is like, yay, now the fights are prolonged. And this guy's just wasted his fuck, and yep, that one just got sent flying. As did this one, and he just broke his face through the wall. And there goes my sloppy shooting, because, you know, I don't fucking know. That was just downright dumb in all sense of the level. And this guy pops up and I just send his ass to the fucking ground. You know, whenever you see these shotgun dudes, you know, use a grenade launcher or, you know, any explosive. Spare at least one grenade so that you can just use it on him so that he's taken care of quickly. Because, you know, those guys to your face are just nasty. You know, and just, oh man, the amount of fence that be breaking is so beautiful. So, I think I'm like, what, about 10 minutes left, I assume? Yeah, about 10 minutes left, so. And check around your corners, whatever. Always reload, when in doubt. Because even though for a weapon like this with unrealistic amount of magazines, with 95, yo, it's always safe to just reload. Here I tried to pop that one off, but no avail. I tried at least, so I can't complain. This one tries to pop out, but I'm like, no bitch, you go bye-bye. But yeah, the more secondary objectives you do, the better chances you'll have at completing missions, because this game likes to fuck you and tell you, nope, even if you've gotten through the level, it's not really complete because you didn't, you know, do the secondary objectives, which, you know, whatever, but here, if I'm correct, I think I know this well enough, that I die here, so it's like, oh, okay, and, you know, that's where all the frustration builds up even more. Twice as much, especially from all the constant auto-pausing bug-outs from the damn controller. The really sad part is, too, I liked it. Like, you know, it was very comfortable and all that, but for whatever reason, it just liked to piss me off. And it really made no sense, because when I was doing Killzone, you know, like the first mission, it wasn't giving me a problem at all. It was fine, you know, I was doing okay. And then I pull off this fail shot, and that didn't work. But, yeah, here I get dropped. But yeah, like, in this one, it just tends to autopause for no fucking reason, and I just didn't even know why, and it really pissed me off, so I just switched back to the other controller, which, was working fine. It's just, you know, for a minute at first I thought it was like, you know, the PSP, or not the PSP, but the PS2, but it wasn't. Because if it was the PS2, then I would have lost my shit, you know, because I have a majority of games there that I record and play, so it's like, you know, what do I do now? And it's like, you know, it's like all the controllers I got, they either break or they bug out, and it's just, it's retarded. It just makes no goddamn sense to me. It's like, why? You know, and it's like, you know, the worst part is you don't even have a backup, so it makes the situation even shittier, too. Free player YouTube related, I mean, it's no fun. But, yeah, full health and a whole chunk of my health used to go bye-bye, and that guy just went dropped. Oh man, that was beautiful. I swear, it was like, it's like Michael Bay created a baby, and it worked in a lot of ways, and it didn't. Because, you know, yeah, it was linear as fucking very Hollywood-esque, but I felt that, you know, when you see all of it, you're just like, huh, why they had to stop doing so much of it? You know, like, only 8 levels is not enough to satiate that Hollywood-esque style kind of flair. I mean, that's just me anyway. I felt like the game, you know, could have had more to offer than just, you know, 8 campaign missions, but I know there are a bunch of other FPS games out there that are worth the money, worth time investing. So, hell in the handbasket be going on, and it's just, chaos is just fucking flowing all over the damn battlefield. But, as usual, and then, you know, of course, fucking frame drop adds to the whole ambiance of the hectic, frantic play of the game, which I think is really funny, because it's like, you know, it's almost like the Matrix all of a sudden, so it's good stuff. It's really fun stuff. Yeah, these guys just wanted to get right to their little bunkers, but they weren't safe from me. This guy wasn't safe from my bullets anyway. But, yeah. Shit's that happen, and it's like now you just tend to read out so much of the things that go on. And, yeah, here I missed this shot. It's just like, fuck. Not this time. But yeah, I've had a lot of close calls this bit of a level. On my way approaching the end. You know, and I'm just like begging to the gods not to die, because I just did not want to have to go through another episode of just, you know, getting really pissed off, but I pulled through. That's the important part, is you always make sure you get through it. But it was pretty intense throughout, and it was worth it. But here, this is where you get to see, and oh man, that's just beautiful. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta get real nasty and just downright disgusting as hell. That right there would have just had me losing my shit, because I almost dropped. And I was really pleading for that little, whatever the fuck you want to call it, to save my life, and then another big chunk of damage just happened, and I was like, oh fuck, please don't let me die. Like, I was really screaming to myself, trying not to die at this, because, you know, it just wasn't worth that kind of fiasco. But I pulled through, and I was like, thank you, Ares. But, you know, shit like this really happens. Where you're just like, where you're just really close to getting really down and out, and you're just like saying, I don't even want to do this anymore. But, yeah, even this guy just was no match for me and my almighty RPG, and that the explosion be going off is just so beautiful. I didn't really manage to get that many enemies. I was just like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I killed enough anyway. More than, you know, a fair share, I should say, to get through the end of the level, so it's not much of a problem. I mean, wanted to get whatever I could left. But here another close call happened, and I'm telling you, these close calls, you know, it's just like your heart starts to beat so much, because you're just like, fuck. And you're trying your hardest not to get killed. Like, you know, when it's so consecutive, it just gives you that surge that just makes you not want to fail yourself, I should say. But thankfully that's no longer the problem, and I ended the mission, so but yeah, it was very rage infested from my end. It was very frustrating, but I managed to pull through, and that's the important part, is that I finish strong at the end, or I make it through to the end, and I did. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next mission. Deuces.